Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Coming Soon Movie News with Niklsun, coming to you from Los Angeles, California. The Marvel panel just ended about an hour ago, and I've written up everything that I could find about the Avengers footage. I was live tweeting as all the things were coming out, and some of the things that came out were a little bit underwhelming, but one of the main things that came out that a lot of people were anticipating and that actually did succeed based on what was described was the footage that was revealed from Avengers Age of Ultron. So I'm going to give you a breakdown of what was shown. So the footage starts off with the party that we've heard about before at Avengers Tower, which is supposedly set about 20 minutes into the film, and there's a lot more details that actually came out about the party. So they're all kind of joking around, and Tony Stark actually talks to Thor, and he goes, you know, the whole no one can lift the hammer thing is kind of it's a circus sideshow. And he asks if he can move it, could he rule Asgard? Which Thor replies, yes, if you can move it, you can rule Asgard. So Tony tries to move it, and it doesn't budge. And so Thor kind of smiles, and he goes, I'll be right back. He goes and grabs an Iron Man glove, goes back over, tries to lift it. Again, it doesn't budge. So then Rhodey comes over. James Rhodes, played by Don Cheadle, comes over. They both try to pull it up. Nothing happens. So then Hawkeye tries, he fails. Bruce Banner comes over, he tries and fails, but everyone kind of gives him a look because he's about to get frustrated and they don't want him turning into the Hulk. And then Captain America walks up and he tries, and he actually manages to budge it a little bit. And that actually worries Thor a little bit. But then he goes, you know what this tells me? That none of you are worthy. All of a sudden, this kind of loud, screeching explosion type sound happens. They all look over, and it's a battered, bruised, kind of apparently zombie-looking Ultron that comes out and says, none of you are worthy. And or you're all not worthy. He goes, how could you be worthy? You are all killers. You want to protect the world, but you don't want to change it. There's only one path to peace, your extinction. And then several other robots enter, and that cues the Marvel Studios logo. Ultron then narrates over montage footage of people running, explosions. Banner, for some reason in the trailer, he actually looks sick. There's a couple of different shots of him. One of them apparently is him in a hospital in a straitjacket. Another one has him in this kind of Arctic tundra type setting, or at least in the snow. Where is it here? And then it kind of goes, Hawkeye and others are helping other people to escape something. And Ultron is narrating, I had a vision of the whole world screaming for mercy. Tony then says, it's the end of the path that I started for all of us. Nothing lasts forever. And then we cut to another little montage of footage. This was what got the crowd really riled up. We got the first look at the Hulk screaming and Hulkbuster Iron Man armor in the same shot. Hulk then picks up a car and throws it at the Hulkbuster. He catches it, but then Hulk runs up and punches him right through it, that just got everybody just almost on their feet. And then finally after that, there is a fully rendered metallic 8-foot Ultron. So they did confirm that Ultron is an 8-foot tall robot. This is a fully rendered, fully metallic looking robot. And then it's followed by the title card. He comes up and he says, because over the trailer there was a sound of strings or music by strings that was being played, and he goes, I have no strings. And that's when the title card comes up. But then this was one of the surprising parts of the trailer. The camera slowly pans around and you see Captain America's shield is broken. Then the camera pans up and you see Tony Stark is standing there looking down, seeing all of the Avengers laying on the ground, and they all appear to be dead, or at least very badly injured, but a lot of them appear to be dead. And then that was the end of the footage. Now, a lot of people have speculated that ending sequence of the trailer was actually either a dream sequence or a nightmare that Scarlet Witch has actually induced on Tony to see where this would potentially lead if they keep going the way that they're going. Which makes a lot more sense, because we all know that certain characters are definitely not going to die because they're coming up in other movies. Although Joss Whedon did say his first comment that he ever said about Avengers 2, when someone first asked him about it right after the first Avengers, he said, death, death, and death. So we know that something involving death is going to be happening in the movie. We don't know exactly if a character is going to be killed off, which has been the likely assumption, that one of the main Avengers are going to be killed off. But another surprising thing about the panel, because this was the very end of the panel when they showed the Avengers footage. And a lot of people were assuming after the Avengers footage, because what they usually do is they wait till the end to reveal the biggest stuff. And a rumor was going around slightly before the panel was going to start that Marvel was actually going to introduce every single character that they were going to be bringing into the films on stage and all the actors that were going to be playing them. Well, that didn't even happen. They didn't even announce the title for Captain America 3. They didn't announce the official release date of Doctor Strange or who was going to be playing him. They didn't announce Thor 3. The only thing they did announce, surprisingly, was Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which is going to be coming out in July 28th, 2017. That was the only film that they confirmed, and the kind of disappointing thing about that was we already knew that was coming. They had already talked about how if Guardians is a success, James Gunn will be coming back to direct it. The overwhelmingly positive response to Guardians of the Galaxy so far has pretty much confirmed that they're going to be taking another shot at this universe, and it's really opening up the cosmic section of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So it was a little disappointing because they didn't announce anything else, but again, very similar to DC, a lot of these movies are very far ahead in the future, and they could actually be waiting until next year to reveal a lot of that stuff. But if you think about it, next year, Avengers 2 will have already been out. There's only one other film that we know, or two other films that we know confirmed that will be out before Comic-Con of next year. Ant-Man will have already been out as well. Ant-Man will be out the week before Comic-Con of next year. So they won't even have a film or something, at least an official title, to reveal for next year. Most likely that'll be when they reveal Cap 3's title, Doctor Strange, unless they do that ahead of time, but we still don't know. But again, it was a little bit disappointing at the end of the day. Outside of the footage was crazy, especially this description. I can't wait for it to come online. By the way, if you guys check my Twitter feed, they did leak the Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice trailer. I'm going to be talking about that in the next video because I'm still shaking after watching that. But yeah, I mean, check back later on for more videos about the Comic-Con updates. I'm going to be doing another panel or another show about the Ant-Man footage as well as the Legendary Comics panel or Legendary Pictures panel. So definitely check back for that. But yeah, go ahead and click the subscribe button at the bottom of the page if you did like the video. Also find me on Twitter at Niklsun, Niklsun, for all of your movie updates and further Comic-Con information. And also find us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/movie news with Niklsun. You guys can start a discussion on there. Let me know what you guys think about any of the news that came out of Comic-Con or anything like that, because Hall H is now done. There's not going to be any more major presentations in Hall H anymore. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think that they should have revealed a lot more. And I personally think that the reason that they did not reveal anything about any future movies is because they didn't get the contracts signed in time. And that's why they actually started late. They started about 20 minutes late into their panel. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And until next time, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.